everyone, my name is Varsha and welcome to Study with Varsha. So today is very important for you all guys and for me as well. I have taken 10 questions that I faced in interview one of the MNC company. I'm not going to disclose the company name. If you want, you can DM me in the Telegram. I will tell you the company name. It is a MNC company, and I get 10 questions. In that was second round, managerial interview question and answer. So I will tell you the question. I will discuss with you guys, and we will try to answer the questions. Okay. So the first question is uh, first first of all they will ask, okay, tell me about yourself. Then you will give something about yourself as per your requirement. So we are a AWS DevOps engineer, so we have tell, okay, for containerization we have used this, for orchestration we have used this, for infrastructure Terraform, for configuration management Ansible, for CI/CD Bitbucket and Jenkins I have used. Like that only I also have given my interview. Then the question they asked, first question was, what branching strategy do you follow in your company for CI/CD? This was the first question. So here many times we all know the answer, but even though we get confused by the name itself, what do you understand by branching strategy? We all know that we are using multiple branches like main branch, master branch, develop branch, feature branch. But whenever anyone will ask the question, we get tensed because this question will suddenly come in your they asked, and if it is walk-in interview, so yeah, it's really difficult. But even though I have told that, yeah, in my company we use main branch for production ready code, develop branch for integration branch for ongoing development, and feature branch whenever we need to add any new feature at that scenario we use. And whenever we have to go to release from pre-prod to prod, so at that time we use release or testing branch. And if some production issue will come, so at that scenario we use hotfix. So that I have given, but even though we can give another way also, it's not like you have to also say the same thing. Like developer create feature branch, once it is completed we will raise the PR to develop, and after testing code is merged into the release, and after UAT approval with the manager you merged into the main branch. So any production issue hot fix from main branch from main, then merge back to the main and develop. So this will help you to stability, traceability and control releases. So like that they supposed to get the answer. And in the same way we also have to give, but yeah, whatever the branching strategy is followed in your company, you have to give like that. Next, they asked, what is merge conflict and how do you handle it? Yeah, I know this question, even I have asked told you multiple times, and this is a very common question, but it will depend on the interviewer. This is a very simple question, but it depends on the interviewer how they are asking this question. For me, they asked, then I told, yeah, like whenever two developers are working on the same branch, on the same file, and if they try to merge at the same time, that merge conflict will happen. I told like that. Then his question was, uh, okay, and this was the first question. Then what you will do? So I told, like, to avoid this thing we used to follow pull before push. So we have to first pull the things and then we have to push it. And for this like merge conflict, we have to download it, pull it, we have to do the change in the codes, and we have to commit, add it to make it in the like testing branch, and then we have to commit it and then we have to push it. Now the thing which he asked, like, okay, what we can say, yeah, that question was like, okay, I understand, but from which branch do you pull the code and where do you push it back? His question was like, if for example what we can say, feature branch is there and main branch is there, so where we are going to pull and where you are going to push. So you have to say that, okay, if we are in a main branch, Because he told no, there is nothing problem with the code, only merge conflict happened, code is fine. So at that scenario, what you will do? So I told, okay, if main branch is there and feature branch is there, okay, so when we will get this error, so what we have to do, we have to first come from main branch. If we are in main branch, so we have to come to the feature branch with the command git checkout feature. So we will come out from git checkout with, we have to come with the feature branch. Once we will come to the feature branch, then we have to pull the changes from main branch, that git pull from the main branch that file. After we have to do, and then again from the feature to main we have to push. So they will ask, and that depend on the interviewer, they will ask one question, and they, if you will going to tell the answer, they will ask multiple questions. So we have to be very sure whatever we are saying, mainly in the managerial round, that whenever you are confident, very confident, then only take that name, otherwise try to answer very minimal way. Yeah, the third question what he asked, this one, what do you understand by a docker file, and why do you use the same like image name? So the question was like, whenever anyone is asked what is Dockerfile, so we used to say Dockerfile is a text file that contain introduction to build a Docker image, and Docker image. Then they will ask what is Docker image. So Docker image is a blueprint of the container. Now they will ask, okay, let me tell me what is Docker image. So for example, if you are giving, like we will give from for base image like Python 3.9, work dir, copy, run, cmd, like that. Then he asked, tell me why we need to use base image. What is the use of using base image? He asked me the question. Then you should not have to be worried, and you should not have to be panic in that scenario. Whatever you understand, just tell, because they want to check your confidence, like it's you really have worked or not. So what I have answered that, yeah, base image we use as a operating system, because we all know that container does not have their own operating system. It use the host operating system, and it have a very minimal, it's not like not, but it's have a very minimal operating system, and that image is nothing but a operating system, work as a operating system. He is okay. Now, if you will tell that you have mentioned in your CV Kubernetes, the question will be like, you will tell, okay, I used to write service.yaml file, deployment.yaml file, and then I used to deploy in the Kubernetes like KOps or ACS. The question he asked with me, like, what do you understand by service.yaml and deployment.yaml, and what you used to write in service.yaml file, and what you used to write in the deployment.yaml file. We used to write, but how to differentiate? If someone will ask, then we should have to be ready for this question also, because a managerial round they will ask. So I told, yeah, in deployment.yaml file, I used to write all the information like replica set, how many pods we need, reason, resource, all the information which we need for a service, that we used to write. And in service.yaml file, where we have to expose our application, that port we should have to be write, we used to write. Then he was asking, are you sure? And like it is possible that any interviewer, it's not like they don't know, they just want to understand your confidence. And he asked at least 3 to 4, are you sure? No, why we can't write IP address, why we can't write in deployment.yaml file? And if we have to deploy multiple times, do we need to deploy it the multiple times? So related question they will ask, but you have to be confident in your answer. Okay, now the next question is, how can you access your services in Kubernetes? Not in Kubernetes, you can say like, how can you like, for example, I have told that I have deployed my application on ECS. Then they asked, for example, google.com is there. So how can you access google.com? Like, someone is trying to access your application, then how they will access it? So it's depend on the service where you have applied. So I told, okay, the service comes from the CloudFront, then it will go to the Cloudflare, again it will go to the S3, again it will go to the Cloudflare, then it will go to the API gateway, like application load balancer, after that it will go to the application load balancer, and after application load balancer it will go to the what we can say services. So it will not go directly to the services. Before that also multiple networking concepts will be there, and that you can elaborate if he is allowing, or he, if the interviewer is giving you the time. So like that you can say. Now next question he asked, what is the difference between public subnet and private subnet? So this term we used to always say public subnet and private subnet, but mm, this answer you should have to be ready. Okay, private subnet is at the security level, or we can say in private subnet we used to keep our instance. Public subnet is for like NACL and all these things. These two questions please be read, like I already shared, but this question please prepare, because they will ask, and if you are not going to answer this question, it is 90% chance that they are going to reject you, because this is a very basic question and you have to be very clear understanding about this. What is the difference between NACL and security group? Like NACL we used to keep in the public subnet, security group will be in a private subnet. NACL is uh, you know stateful, security group will be stateless, it is the instance label. So like that you have to tell at least 4 to 5 difference between these two. So this question I'm hoping that you people have already prepared. Now next question is, what is the process you follow for CI/CD pipeline? So it depends on you. They actually want to understand the pipeline, like check out what you have done, after that how you build your image, after that how you test, like SonarQube used, how you scan your image with Trivi or Sneak, after that how can you build your Docker image, and after that how you are logging to the Docker registry, how you are deploying. So all these steps you should have to be explained, and they will ask, is it important that you always have to use Docker and Kubernetes if you want to deploy your application? The answer is no, it's not required. So you have to be like ready for this kind of question. And the last question of today is, how can you check whether your service server resides only in the private subnets? So this question I want the answer from you guys. Please do comment in the comment box, and I will waiting for your answer. So thank you for watching Study with Varsha. Have a great day and be connected with me with Study with Varsha for this kind of interview, real scenario questions and answer. Have a great day guys.